Perhaps you're listening to this session because there are certain sounds that you encounter in everyday life that you've repeatedly found to be intrusive, unpleasant, or perhaps even impossible to bear. Some people with noise sensitivity, or misophonia as it's sometimes called, are particularly sensitive to just one or two sounds. Those sounds become associated with a strong emotional reaction, perhaps of panic, disgust, or even anger and rage, in a very similar way to how someone with a phobia experiences overwhelming fear when they see the object of their phobia. If the sounds that you've been sensitive to have involved other people, this may have put a strain on your relationships with friends, colleagues, and people close to you, because if you have an intense, distressing reaction to people making certain sounds, it makes it much harder to enjoy the company of others. Some people with misophonia experience a more general sensitivity to noise, particularly when they're anxious or stressed. Any intrusive noise may make them wince or jump or make it hard for them to think straight, yet these same noises don't seem to bother the people around them. For some sufferers, their noise sensitivity disturbs their sleep, and even if their bedroom is reasonably quiet, they might find themselves lying awake in bed in anticipation of hearing noises. Noise sensitivity has actually been strongly linked with increased levels of creativity. In one 2015 study of 97 people at Northwestern University in the USA, researchers measured their ability to answer questions creatively and assess their real-world creative achievements. The same people were also tested for their sensitivity to environmental noise. The study found that the more creative a person was, the more likely they were to be sensitive to noise and to have trouble filtering out background sounds. This may be because creativity itself involves tuning in to subtle, unusual, and apparently illogical ideas and perceptions that less creative people simply tune out of their minds. So it may be of some comfort to know that you're in good company in being sensitive to noise, and that many creative geniuses throughout history were known to be noise sensitive, from Charles Darwin, who first formulated the theory of evolution, to the innovative writer Franz Kafka. But of course you can't march through the world demanding that everyone be silent, and most people won't be very impressed if you tell them that you need them all to be quiet because you have a very creative mind. So it's still important to find ways of coping with noise sensitivity and learn how to develop control over how receptive you are to sounds around you, so that you can make life more manageable and enjoyable. The hypnotic part of this session is going to help you calm down the excessive emotion that may have become associated with certain sounds for you, so that you can experience a sense of calm neutrality and indifference to those particular sounds from now on. Being sensitive and attuned to your senses can actually be a real gift, but it's something that you need to learn to harness and control. And this session is going to hypnotically train you in how to selectively tune out background sounds that simply aren't relevant to you, so that you can direct your attention in much more rewarding, fulfilling, and productive ways.